So hello guys, in today's video we will look on the new concept called context processor. So basically what is context processor so let me explain you guys. This is our website, and if we in the last video we have seen that if user tries to open this, then the shorts will be there. Okay, and so basically Mm, we are sending this context along with this view, this store function. Okay, so if we want to use these products in another HTML, then we have to send it separately in different view. So instead of doing that, we will create one single file, and in that file we are gonna store that particular variable and sending it to the all HTML files. Okay, so let me explain it in details. ChatGPT, what is context processor? Okay, so Django context processor is Python function that automatically sends data to all templates. Without context processor, you usually do this in every view, like home, render home.html categories. Okay, then again in another view, category. So if we want to use these categories, okay, so we have to specify it separately in another view like this becomes repetitive. What context processor does, the context processor let you write this logic once, and then data becomes available in HTML. Suppose you want to category, create context processor. So let's just create context processor by. Okay, so we'll create a file inside this category app. The name will be context processors. Okay, just copy this. So file has been created. Okay, and we have to import it category. Let me just copy this from dot models. Okay, so basically we are using this category in these links, that's why we have imported this. And menu link request return links. Okay, and if we don't want to use this like, and we have another option like dict links, which is similar to the previous this. Okay, so you can also use this version. So now we have to register our context processors in settings.py. Add it in settings.py. Okay, inside this context processor, we have to add here the path that we have created this function. Okay, context processors menu links. Okay, okay, so now we have uh, given this path here in settings.py, and let's close these. And so basically we will use these links in our navbar. So you can see guys that we have this all category option, and we want to make this dynamic. Okay, so let's just in navbar.html just delete this, and we will apply a for loop here. So what we will do is for category in links, it was, I guess, yeah, links. So here we have links, that we are using that links here. Okay, just cut down category dot category name. So let me just check in our website. So now you can see, guys, we have all the categories that we have. Okay, so if user clicks on this, nothing happens, but it should. Okay, okay, so now we will make this all categories dynamic. So we have to change here, just we can use URL. Okay, and this product products underscore by category. Okay, so basically we are using this URL products by category, and it is taking category slug. So we have to give it, we have to give this slug, not this. Okay, category dot slug. Okay, so now let's just check if it is working or not. Okay, so it is perfectly working, and so instead of doing this stuff, okay, we will use another practical method. So instead of this, we will just remove this and just type here category dot get URL. Now what is this, guys? So this category dot get URL is a special method that we will use in this case. Okay, so after typing this, just update your model. Where is the model? Model, not this one, but this one. So basically we will define that function get URL here. Okay, so return reverse mm, reverse product by categories, and args is equal to self.slug. Okay, so we have to import this reverse. So now it should work. Let me just check, guys. Okay, so what is the error? Reverse product not found. There is not valid new function pattern name. Get URL. Okay, so we have done one mistake that I forgot to add this as. Okay, so URL name is, where is URL? Okay, so products by category it is. Okay, so now let's just refresh it. Okay, now it is working. Jeans, shoes. Okay, so it is working perfectly now. Okay guys, so if you have that question in your mind that why we are using this complex method instead of that URL method. Okay, so I agree that that URL method was quite easy, looks quite easy, but when we are performing this on a very big project, okay, so this is very practical in the bigger projects. So let me justify this. Mm, Basically let me just explain this what is happening here. Okay, mm, so let me explain the flow. uh, so if user click on this category, okay, shoes, so we have that all the categories by this. Okay, I hope the you you guys have got this. It's very easy. Like uh, we have run here for loop. So because of that for loop we have all the categories. Okay, but these categories without this was like this before. Okay, so now this is not clickable, so we have added this at inside this href to make this clickable. And now what is happening here, if we click on shoes, the shoes are there, jackets are there. Okay, so when user click on this shoes category, then this function will run, this get URL will run. Okay, so where is that function? Inside our models. So this function basically does what this function does. So this reverse is also function. Okay, that takes our URL. This is our URL. Okay, so here it is URL name. So basically we are passing this slug. Okay, this slug's value to this URL. So if you guys remember that method, let me explain you that URL method. Okay, so in this URL method, basically what we are doing, that we are uh, here giving a URL name. Okay, so the so this will run. Okay, so this URL will run with this category dot slug. It means that suppose category in links, here this is. Okay, so in links what we have, in links we have all the category. Okay, so suppose our first category object is shirts. Okay, so for that shirt we have slug shirts. Okay, so our first object has the slug shirt, so this will go to this URL. So we are giving slug here. Okay, and slug is shirt here. So with that shirts value our store view will run. Okay, and this is happening. Okay, and in our that particular method get URL, the process is the same as that previous URL method. uh, Category. Okay, so basically we are using that URL with the value self.slug. We have to pass this self.slug parameter, okay, to args. So what is happening here, we are using this URL with mm, with where it is, okay, with the arguments value self.slug. So what self is here, self is our object, okay, our first object, and first object was search. So what is our first object? Slug. So it is search basically, and that is we are passing here. So we have slug, and this will run as expected, okay, goes to views, and this will run simple. Okay guys, so if you are wondering that why we have used here, why we have used it here, okay, so let me justify this. Suppose you show category links in 5 different places, okay, navbar, homepage, car, footer, sidebar. This is our navbar, but we want to use this functionality in our store.html, in our footer, in our base.html, in our home.html, in our store.html, okay. So we have uh, this code, same code 5 times, okay, we have to write it. And now later if we will change URL pattern from this to this, okay, so basically this URL is accepting slug, and this URL is accepting slug with integer, okay. So when we have changed our URL to this, we have to change, we have to make change in this URL too, okay. So maybe 5, 10 or 20 places, wherever it is in our HTML files, okay, we have to change it separately. But with get URL, with this get URL method, uh, we will just change this, okay, we will just make changes here, self.id, that is added along with this self.slug. So templates remain same everywhere, category.get URL, okay. So that's why it is very helpful in our bigger projects. So I hope you have got this concept, and if you have any query or doubts in your mind, so just comment it and I will solve your doubts. Okay, thank you very much, see you in the next video.